We're here with Jack and Ed of Thriller Race Team. Boys, it's going to be a rough day today. What's that going to do for Thriller?
Well, the boat runs fairly decent in rough water, better than a lot of the other cats, so we're hoping that we can stay up in the front, even though it's going to be rough.
Very good. On Tuesday, how did you do?
We were leading going into the third lap. Halfway out to the first checkpoint, we blew a lower unit and ended up finishing 6th, which is a heartbreaker, but we know the boat can do it. We're going to try again today.
Very good. Similar conditions today, and if we had a second going into the last lap, could have similar success today, correct?
Yeah, exactly. We had it first going into the last lap last Tuesday, and if we could do the same today, it'll be a whole new ball game for Saturday.
How did Thriller do on the 84 campaign this year?
Well, we managed to pull the P1 with national champions in production class.
Very good. There you have it. Thriller Race Team, national champs, APBA for the 1984 campaign. Jack and Eddie, thanks very much, guys.
Thank you. Right on.
We're here with Tom McCurry, who along with Peter Aiken and Black Duck is the 84 defending production championships in the APBA. Tom, how'd you do in Tuesday's race?
Well, we won Tuesday's race, and that's 83 defending champion.
Sorry, 83, hopefully to repeat as the 84 champion. What kind of weather conditions, being they're calling for 5 to 7 today, what's that going to do for Black Duck?
Well, it's rough for everybody that's basically involved, but we see we can run in that rough stuff a little bit better than everybody else right now. That's what happened Tuesday. We're down on speed. All these guys have been running all year long. We haven't run the national circuit this year, and everybody's got about 3 to 5 miles an hour on us. There's 2 or 3 boats, Thriller, Win a Package, and Docksider, but hopefully in the rough stuff we can make up some time.
Sure. Being that you did so well Tuesday, any modifications for today's race, or just put it on the trailer and put it in the water today?
We're still staying with us. The same setup that we had Tuesday right now. We're just waiting to see if this wind's going to settle down a little bit. We don't have the boat in the water yet, so I'm just waiting till the last minute.
Very good. There you have it. Tom McCurry and Black Duck Race Team. We wish you a lot of luck in today's race, Tommy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
John Emmons and Rich Stancision in the Town and Country. Broke down on Tuesday, electrical problems, back on Thursday, stronger and running as well as they can possibly run. Boat looks like it's having a nice ride today, under the same conditions or maybe a little worse than Tuesday. Keep it together, men. Let's have a nice, safe race.
Black Duck. On Tuesday, they took a first in class, and right now they're out here running as fresh as they were on Tuesday.
Black Duck, the incredible boat. That boat has been on a winning streak since 1982. Look at it, still taking first places. On Tuesday, took a first. Will it win the World Championship? That's the question.
Gallion race team, John Garbinell. On Tuesday, he took a third place in this great-looking boat, and he's certainly out to do at least a third, if not better, to move up in the standings in production class. It's a real tight class, Joe. How do you see it coming into Thursday's race?
Well, it looks real good. John Garbinell looks like he's got his boat trimmed well. It looks like he did his homework, and he set up the boat for a little bit more rough water conditions. And as you can see, the conditions are rough.
When you say set up a boat for rough water, what exactly do you mean by that?
Moving weight around, excuse me, moving weight around, balancing the boat, weight distribution, and different types of trim angles.
There you have it, the tactical mind of a race driver, Joey Imprescia, as he gives his insight into Gallion race team as you watch them, with their new rigging for today's race, go through it. What a package. After fourth place finish on Tuesday, they've done some re-trimmings, done some work in the pits, and they're out here once again for Thursday's ride. What do you think is going to be their results today, Joe?
Well, like I said, the smaller racers will always come in and come out in front. Dominic looks like he's going for a ride again today on Thursday, and it's going to be one hell of a ride. Look at that boat, crashing, banging. These guys, one hell of a bunch of guys here. The nutrition rate has got to be good. The equipment, the motors, the boat, everything's got to stay together, and as well as the driver and throttle man.
That's what it's all about. This perfect coordination between the driver and throttle man. And as you watch What a Package go through the water, pay attention to just the way these two men work together. Their coordination, their harmony, and just the way they race that boat, P-72, right through the chop. We're here with Dominic and Paul Palumbi. What a Package race team. Dominic, what are you looking for down here today?
We're looking to finish safely and do as best we can.
Very good. On Tuesday, they had a 5 to 7 foot sea, sometimes 8 footers. Today, I believe they're calling for the same. What does that do for this boat?
It slows it down a heck of a lot.
What's a heck of a lot?
Well, it slows it down to a point where sometimes we're doing maybe 30, 40 miles an hour out there in the rough stuff. That's about all we can do, and keep it together and keep ourselves safe.
And then you try to make up on the flatter legs.
That's correct.
How's the boat running down here?
It's been running well for us. We finished on Tuesday. Everything was together. We were still together. And it was fun after it was over. It wasn't much fun when we were out in that rough stuff, though.
Very good. What a Package race team. Dominic and Paul Palumbi. We look forward to seeing them on the 85 APBA as well as the NPBA circuit. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Skip Ring, Sunkissed Soda race team. If you like orange, this has certainly got to be one of your favorite boats.
This boat is a Sunkissed, I'll tell you. This is powered by 3 OMC Evinrude V6s on Gilmarine setbacks. This is a Shadow Cat. And again, he's out in P class and he's running in rough water conditions. He didn't do so well on Tuesday. Now we're coming back on Thursday. He's got the boat back together and running good.
He finished further back in the pack on Tuesday. Had a little bit of displeasure with those OMC motors, but they've done some fine-tuning in the pits to bring it out for Thursday's race. He feels he's got the boat re-rigged and running properly, and those motors well-tuned for today's run.
Note that this is the only boat in P class that are running Evinrude motors in a production-type class. The only boat that can compete with Evinrude motors.
We're here with Skip Ring of Sunkissed race team. Skip, you came a long way from New Jersey. What are you looking for today?
Oh, we're just looking probably to finish with the way the water is today.
Sure, they're calling for about a 5 to 7 foot sea, possibly 8, similar to Tuesday. What's that going to do for this cat?
Well, it won't do anything for the cats. The cats are a little tough in that size water. We're just going to try to finish and do the best we can.
Sure. Out in California, you ran into some engine difficulties. I see the covers off, little fine-tuning. Is everything worked out for today?
Yeah, everything seems to be worked out. In California, we led for 132 miles and then had one engine overheat. But we should be pretty well set for today.
Average speeds on Tuesday were in the 60-mile-per-hour range due to the chop. Is Sunkissed in there?
Oh, yeah. We're right. We're about 7 miles off the mark, that's all.
Very good. Skip Ring of Sunkissed race team from Linden, New Jersey. We wish you a lot of luck today.
Thank you.
Scarlet O'Hara down in the water.
This is one of the problems with offshore racing. A catboat, a wooden catboat. This is a C-class, class number 6. See the boat completely sunk. These guys are waiting for a rescue boat right now. This is a problem, what happens in offshore racing.
Warpath, that Apache hull is really running strong Thursday, just as it did on Tuesday. It's his water, it's rough, and that V-bottom hull is really going to slice through that water. Right there you see that 8-star helicopter. That's Ken Kalman, who's been following the Warpath race team and Apache for the entire race week. He'll also be with them on Saturday. As you see, we have a number of choppers up here. It gets a little crowded, but these pilots do one great job to provide the excellent coverage that we all seem to get for this race.
Warpath, 41-foot Apache. Look like they're a little down on power. They're currently in 2nd place on the Thursday race. They should make it. They look like they're doing well.
We're here with Kurt Berger. Smokey and the Bandit, P-31. Kurt and Steve Berger from New Jersey. This Chris Craft catamaran had a decent run Tuesday. About 5 to 7 foot seas, similar to Tuesday's weather conditions. What's that going to do for this cat?
We run real well in the rough water. Tuesday's race, us in Town and Country, the only other inboard, were out in the lead until we both had problems.
Sure. How did you do this year on the APBA circuit?
We only ran 3 races to qualify the boat for the Keys, and we had a 2nd, 5th, and a 1st place finish.
Very good. In any race team, there's a crew that is needed to maintain this boat. Who drives with you?
My brother Steve drives, our sponsor's son Robert navigates, and our sponsor Mike Weinstein has really been putting a great effort and giving us anything we need to make it happen.
Very good. Kurt Berger, Smokey and the Bandit race team. We wish you a lot of luck in today and Saturday's race. Thanks a lot, Kurt.
Thank you, Sean.
Extractor race team, Jim Lavsnowski. After a second place finish on Tuesday, they're really trying to move up for Thursday's race. Richie Zool did quite a bit of preparation for Thursday, and they're pulling out all stops today.
Extractor James Lasnowski, Gene Janko at the wheel, Mike Giorgio navigating, and they're doing one hell of a navigating job. The boat looks like it's running well. Richie Zool did a number on these motors. Jimmy's going for a first place today. As you can see, he is in first position in the modified class. The boat looks like it's running real well.
The story in modified today is going to be between Extractor, Jesse James, and that great Italian boat, Iveco. Those are the three main competitors, as well as the others. Thea Buckley, also in HMS Thea 1, is really pulling out stops in this, her new cat, which is new for her and Frank for today's race. We'll be watching them also. But right now, it's Extractor, Jesse James, and Iveco. Your three front-running boats in modified right now as we round towards the second checkpoint. That 32-foot Superboat cat is looking really well trimmed right now. Its attitude is well, and it's going through the water superbly as far as I can see.
As you can see, the cats are taking a beating out here. Superboat cat out in front. That's an open boat over to the right. Jimmy Lasnowski just running right along out here. We are out at Sand Key. We're running just a little bit past the reef, and there's the Iveco boat. As you can see, the Italian boats, they're running real well in this rough water. They look like they're running about 10 miles an hour faster. Jesse James coming up strong, making a move on Jimmy Lasnowski. Where does this race turn into? Is Jimmy going to take a third, or he's going for the first? Come on, Jimmy, let's go.
As they head out now, you have Iveco in first place, followed by the Lavens and Jesse James, with Extractor currently in third place. This is certainly one of your more competitive classes. Jesse James pulled out all stops, with Merc Cruiser working feverishly in the pits to put in new motors to get his boat ready. Richie Zool and Extractor did extensive work on his boat, and the Iveco boat, well, I'm not quite sure about that. Joey took a look at that this morning.
The Iveco, that's an aluminum boat that's got diesel motors in it. 5-cylinder diesel turbocharged motors. That's a new entry for this year for the APBA World Championship. And as you can see, Jimmy Lasnowski running through that rough water. But that Iveco boat went by these boats with like no problem. We thought he was a V-hull, but he wasn't.
Justo J in his Seahawk. After a first-place finish on Tuesday, he looks just as strong today in Thursday's race. Seahawk race team and Justo, a strong competitor.
This boat has two KS&W small blocks. This boat is a strong running boat. It ran last year in all the modified class. Now it's running the V class, strictly V bottoms. And as you can see, today's its water, running strong. Justo J, good luck.
Boardwalk race team, another Seahawk hull, V14. Joey, this boat looks a little smaller and has a little different setup on the engines. What's Boardwalk race team all about?
This is a 27-foot Seahawk. This used to be an old P-boat, 1982 and 1983. Now it's running the new B class, 3 2.4 Mercury carbureted motors. Good running boat. This is this type of water for it. The boat always used to do well in the APBA circuit, and now it's back. A new driver, a new owner. It looks like it's running as well as it always did.
Once again, you get a great idea how that V hull slices right through that water. Similar to Justo J's Seahawk, being that they're similar hulls, obviously similar designs. The V hull is just cutting through that rough water right now with a clean attitude. Warpath, that strong running Apache hull. They took a first on Tuesday, and boy, the way it looks right now, they have a just as good chance to get a first today. This boat is really running strong through this water. What do we have on the outside there, Joe?
I can't make it out. It looks like a P-boat, looks like a cat boat. But as you can see, Warpath, pouring on the speed now. This is its water conditions. Those 700 horsepower motors, they're doing real well out here. And as you can see, the helicopter behind them is not leading the boat around the course. It's staying behind them.
That's Kenny Cowman, one experienced pilot in that helicopter. He's staying far enough away not to make the ride uncomfortable, but close enough to get that excellent footage and photographs that the race drivers really love to see.
Driver and throttle man coordination, this is where it comes in. This is what you need. A throttle man that's coordinated with his driver. Drive this boat and run it through hard and rough seas. Bobby Cicente, probably one of the foremost throttle men in the country.
M66, John D'Elia, special edition from Greenwich, Connecticut. John's in his second year on the APBA. He's had quite a bit of experience previous to this, though, in offshore racing and other boats. And he's really got this boat cranking right now. He and Jack Ray, who's an excellent throttle man, are really going for it today. They had a decent finish on Tuesday, and they're really trying to move up in the standings in the modified class in today's race. Special edition, the 30-foot shadow.
John D'Elia and Jack Ray, 30-foot shadow cat, D-stroke big blocks. John hasn't had very good luck all summer long, but he's going to try and make it up at the World Championship. Good luck, John.
With John D'Elia of Greenwich, Connecticut, special edition race team. John, you took a third on Tuesday. What are you looking for today?
Well, I'd like to win today, Shelley, but you know, it looks like it's going to be rough again. And on Tuesday, it was the roughest race that I've ever raced in, and I've been racing for, well, for 3 years now. As you probably remember, being from Greenwich, I wrecked my boat here in April, and the weather and the water on Tuesday was twice as bad as it was in the spring and April. But today it looks like it's pretty much the same as Tuesday. I think it's going to be a little calmer. Hopefully it will be. We'll be able to go a little faster, and I'm looking forward to winning or placing, you know, second or third, so that when I go into the final race on Saturday, I'm in good shape.
Well, that must be a good sign for you, being that we do have the cat hull, and it was rough 5 to 7 foot seas, and the boat held together. That must have made you feel quite proud of this boat.
Well, it made me feel real proud of it. However, I really wish I was in a DP on Tuesday, but I'll still take my cat.
Very good. John D'Elia, special edition race team of Greenwich, Connecticut. We wish you a lot of luck today and, of course, on Saturday, John.
Thanks a lot, Shelley.
Thanks, John.
Right. Take care.
Thanks a lot.
Warpath, Ben Kramer, Bobby Sicente, as he's coming into Mallory Square, taking the second place on Thursday's race. It's a points race now. These guys are right up there for the world champion. We're here with Jim Lasnowski of Extractor 2. Jim, it was a great race, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How did you do today, and what was the conditions like out there for you?
Well, we had mixed conditions. Some of it was rough, some of it was calm, and we took first in our class, so we're real happy.
I noticed you were dueling with Jesse James the whole way. Could you tell us something about that duel with him?
Well, you know, it was a good race. We raced neck and neck all the way around, and we got him on the last lap, and we took a first place, which puts us pretty high in the points right now, which is good.
Sure. What was your average speed today?
I really don't know right now.
Uh-huh. And so that brings you up to Saturday. There'll be you, Jesse, and the Italian boat, correct?
Yeah, it looks like there's been 3 guys about the same amount of points that are competing still.
Well, very good. There you have it. Jim Lavsnowski, today's winner on the race for Thursday. We look forward to seeing him on Saturday for another exciting race. Thanks a lot, Jim.
Thank you.
We're here with Pete Aiken in production class. Pete, how'd you do today?
Well, we took a second. The boat ran real well in the first 2 laps. We were out in front, and then we started having motor problems on the final lap, and Dominic Palumbi and the water package got by us with about 5 miles to go, because we were down to 2 motors at that point, but it was a real rough race out there once again, and all I can say is 2 down, 1 to go.
Sure. What do you look for on Saturday? You going to get that 3rd motor ready for Saturday's race?
Oh, sure. We don't think it's serious. I think it's just an electrical problem, but now it's going to be interesting on Saturday. I think Dominic and I are pretty close as far as points, and we're going to beat each other to go home with all the marbles on Saturday.
Looking forward to it. Well, there you have it. An exciting duel in P class between What a Package and Black Duck Race Team. That's Pete Aiken from Westport with Black Duck Race Team. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, Pete.
Thank you.
Great. We're here with Ken Calabat, K&K Race Team. Ken, the boys did a good job today. What do you think?
Well, we had our water conditions again, fortunately.
Sure, which is ideal for what with this ghost hull?
Well, we want rough water. I mean, calm water, the cats eat us alive, but in this kind of water, they've got to fight it.
Sure. What's going to happen Saturday with you?
Let's see what the weather predicts.
Very good. It was a good race, and we all look forward to your performance on Saturday.
We're going to try like heck.
Very good. Ken Calabat, K&K Race Team. We're here with John Carbonell of Gallion Race Team. John, how'd you do today?
Came in 4th today.
In class?
In class 5.
Very good. What was the weather conditions like for this boat today?
It was rough out there. I'd say it was a little bit less than it was Tuesday.
Sure. Any plans to come up for Saturday's race? Any modifications on the engines for Saturday?
No, we're just going to go out there and try and run it again.
What weather conditions were good? It was about 5 to 7 today?
I'd say it was a good 5 to 7 out there.
Very good. Gallion Race Team, we look forward to seeing them in Saturday's race. Good luck, John.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're here in the pits with today's winner in production class, Dominic Palumbi of What a Package. Dominic, great race.
Thank you.
How was it out there today?
It was rough, but not as bad. Well, we didn't think it was as bad as it was Tuesday. We were able to run the rough stuff faster. We set our motors a little differently for the water, and we found that we were able to catch and pass boats in our class in the rough stuff, and that's what made the big difference in the race for us today.
Sure, I noticed Black Duck took a quick lead at the start. Then what happened during the course of the race, being you finished ahead of him?
We caught him about, I think it was maybe, let me see, probably about 10 miles before the finish. We caught him in the rough stuff. We were running with him in the rough stuff, and at checkpoint 3, he was just ahead of us rounding the turn. We went down that straightaway, we passed him, and just had a strong lead after that.
What were you averaging today, roughly?
We don't know because our speedometer pickup broke again.
Sure. We have a 4th place on Tuesday, a 1st place today. What's that going to do on Saturday's results?
It'll put us in a position where if we stay together and run the water properly, we could win it all.
Well, we wish you a lot of luck. Dominic Palumbi, What a Package Race Team. Good race, Dominic.